time zones, and welcome to Chapter 33, Episode 33 of the VTM Histories. Let us meet our vampires.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm Sako Tumi, and I'll be playing Diane Aziz.
And I am Jinne Noble. I will be playing Echo Kismet. Words.
I'm not the only one that's tripping over words today. Yay!
Mine's out of exhaustion, so yeah. This will be fun.
And I'm Sage Gordon-Davis, and I'll be playing Nate Thomas.
And our last player, Kat, is in chat. She is very ill at the moment, and hopefully she will be able to be awake to watch the whole thing. But you know what? Even if she doesn't watch the whole thing and falls asleep, that's okay too, because we want her to be healthy. All right.
We love you, Kat.
We love you.
Love you.
All right. Last episode was Rave getting a rune's powers. We also learned about Johannes Cartwright, who was a prisoner involved. He was a serial killer involved in cannibalism, and he was the one that Rudy took for his final illuminate. Sorry, I had to look at that. He is currently inhabiting the body of Jacob Brown, the security guard from Trenton, New Jersey, but he has burned all of his tracks and as is in the wind. We also learned that Rave was a cop/detective in another life. Yes, Rave did a lot of detective work in the last episode. All right, let us play the titles. All right, it is February 8th. The three of you are waking up. Let's roll for hunger.
Okay.
See if Malkav is working today.
Yep.
Okay, Echo got hungrier.
Oh my god. Come on.
Nate got hungrier and then wasn't. But now we know why. Ish.
I failed too!
It's just a hungry night.
We're just a group of failures. Time to go back to bed.
Time to go back to bed.
No, you feel this strange feeling, and I'm making this up right now, that as you wake up, you still feel that life force from when Rave took on her power, and it seems to be like it seems to have enhanced everything briefly, and so you feel like you might have metabolized some extra blood without trying.
Okay.
When she came into her power.
So what does that mean?
That's why you all got hungrier.
Oh, okay.
There was no one succeeded.
We're all failures.
Where is everybody at hunger right now? Besides Nate.
I'm at a 2.
Okay.
I have to look. Which is fine, because I needed to open my sheet anyway. Oh. That's not my character sheet at all. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, That puts me at 0.
What?
According to my hunger on my sheet, it puts me at 0.
Oh, you haven't been feeding. Okay. I guess you have to roll for frenzy now.
Willpower?
Yeah, let me get the book because I don't remember those.
Whoopsie doodle.
Uh-oh. Game is over. Diane went frenzied and killed us all.
Well, actually, she can't because she is the only one of you who's not illuminate, and she can't eat any of you.
We're all inedible.
Aw,
But
no
let's
more
see.
orgies for us then.
Does she accidentally kill one of her herd?
We've got Brooke, we've got Lester, we've got Dawn.
Damn.
Oh, right, because what's his face left to take care of his family or some
Percy, yeah.
some wacky thing like that.
The one she'd be willing to eat.
$2.19.
I'm just putting it out there. If you kill Dawn, we're gonna have problems.
Well, Dawn should not be in the path between me and outside to smoke a cigarette.
I am going to say that Dawn is getting some well-deserved rest in her room, far away from us.
In eyesight.
Let me double check that this is at a 0 now.
Oh, wow. I just had a sneezing fit.
No, it docks me to a 1. The preview of my character sheet was outdated.
Oh.
Still good information to know. Like, am I rolling willpower to avoid frenzy? I don't know what it's like in 5th.
Oh, wait, no. It's Hunger 5 that's the bad one. I was thinking the wrong way around. You're nowhere. That takes you down to. Was it 1 before? So this takes you down to 2.
So this takes me up to 3.
You said when you opened it, it was at 1?
When I opened it, it was at 1.
Yeah, so this failure takes you down to 2.
Or up to 2.
It's weird. It's like Generation, where it's the wrong way around.
Okay, so the number of checks that I have, the more checks that I have, the worse off I am.
Right.
Okay. We've been
5.
doing it wrong all this time.
5 is the worst.
Okay.
But you are not in danger of frenzy. I was.
Great, we're dyslexic vampires.
We're dyslexic vampires.
Does
Speak
everyone
for
need?
yourself.
Does everyone need to restart their brains? Kinda.
Oh my Lord.
Okay. So you wake up. You're outside smoking, and as you're waking up, your brain is kind of catching up with what the day ahead holds,
Mm-hmm.
and you start to remember that this is the day that you have to kill Sarah.
Oh.
And you.
That's not something I'm ready to do.
No, I also remember at the end of last episode you were kind of gung-ho about it.
Kinda.
Has Diane reconsidered her was it does she realize it was just temporary irritation?
It might have been.
But yeah, are you when you're ready to come back in?
Hmm.
Yeah, you come out and Nate and Echo are emerging from their hallway. And you see Sarah is sitting in the lounge area with Pan. Let's see. Any other staff? No, the other staff is just like, no, we don't want to watch this again.
Hello, all.
More evening.
More evening.
Yeah,
More evening to you too.
more evening. Yes.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
And is it the same situation as the previous night where Nate walked out just carrying the jar and the notepad?
He is the jar keeper.
Yeah, carrying the jar. Notepad is in the pocket of my coat,
Okay.
so I'm a little less.
Eager to take notes.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cognizant of the feedback that I was given on the previous day,
Ah, yes. And
for
if
the sake of Miss Judgy Pants.
well, is it Miss Judgy Pants? I mean, if you look at it
We're a
from
little
her
too excited
perspective,
about it.
I mean, for me, it's just another day at the office. So
yes.
Some people are so
until
sensitive.
until she's walked a mile in my boots, frankly, she can suck on it. But I am not looking to make things more difficult for Diane.
Thank you.
Yeah, Sarah looks up and sees that not a single one of you are looking like you're enjoying it. And she seems mollified.
Damn right.
Like, okay, these people are actually
People.
not reveling in my misfortune here.
No.
And she just nods. She doesn't say a word.
Mm.
It's just an acquiescence to what's about to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And she just walks over to the most comfortable chair and sits.
Diane walks over to Nate, who has the jar, and reaches for the lid.
There you go. Good luck.
She puts the glove on.
And for Diane, with her background and being in Hakata, it's not, I mean, it's still a chunk of meat that she's sliding on her hand, basically,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not as, yeah.
Well, right.
Not as I like that.
Because Diane is used to dealing with death and dead bodies,
Mm-hmm.
and this is just corpse meat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does do that squelchy thing as it
Is one to do.
molds itself to your hand. And Sarah sighs and looks up to you and just says, I'm ready.
Oh, the puppy dog eyes.
Finish her. Sorry.
You weren't muted for that.
No, I wasn't. I just realized that.
You know the magic words. It's in private chat.
Yeah, well, I remember it. But
Oh,
he has to say it. I command you to enter me.
and you feel the same spike of white-hot energy pierce through your hand, filling your body with pain. Do me a favor and roll stamina and I'd say, I guess, athletics. I know no one wants to say those words, Kat, but because I forced other people to say them, I have to be fair.
Okay, so I have 2 hunger, which means I
You
just
turn-
roll 2 H.
Oh, because it's just 2 stamina, no athletics?
Right.
Okay, yeah, so it's 2H.
Messy critical! 4 successes.
Okay. So as it's filling you with pain, you fill yourself with resolve. Oh no, Jenny lost internet.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, so it fills you with, you fill yourself with resolve. I mean, and you just brace yourself hardcore to the point where you're just like, I'm not going to flinch. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to take this and absorb it.
Mhm.
And you succeed with amazing ability. Like you can feel the pain, but you also feel yourself not react.
Oh, that's a problem.
No, this is your it's basically your willpower just overcoming it, but it taps into your darker,
Right.
and it is, hey,
I don't know
Hooray!
what the heck happened. Everything just went poof. I was like, what the heck? So let's hope it doesn't happen again. Okay, sorry.
So I super steel myself. And Sarah does no more.
Cricket.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost
Oh
Jayce now.
no.
Yeah, we lost Jayce.
Sako, quick, sing. Entertain the masses.
Oh, man, river.
Right, Moon River.
and now it was my internet.
Well,
Hilarious.
Sako was going to sing Moon River for everyone.
Okay, so how much of that sentence did you hear?
What sentence?
Not enough. There
Damn
was no sentence after
It
what I
was-
said.
What was it that you said?
I said that I basically watched Sarah become no more.
So I didn't hear that. So I must have cut out before that.
Okay.
So what I was saying was your beast, it is like taking over and not only resisting the pain, but reveling in it. It's like, yes, this is what feeding is all about. This is what our existence is all about.
Holy shit! It's 50 Shades of Diane.
Mhm.
And your beast is reveling in taking Sarah's life. It's almost gleeful. You can almost hear this maniacal laughter in the back of your head.
That's okay.
That's the messy critical.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing the hell out of it.
But for you two, you don't see Diane react at all. You see her just stand there, take in the light, and put her arm down. And you also see that her eyes are like mirrors.
Well, that's new.
Mm-hmm.
What's new?
You have mirror eyes.
I what?
Go look in a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Diane, when you look at them, you can see an aura, like a black mist around them. And it is, you can see, not Pan, Lester come down the stairs, and he does not have the aura. Only the vampires have the aura.
Mm-hmm.
And it is death. You are seeing them as the creatures of death that they are.
Dun, dun.
And as your inner voice is cackling about, it's not only gleeful in taking a life, it's extra gleeful in taking Sarah's life, because even though Diane may have gotten over being slighted, her beast is just like, good.
Mm.
And then you turn a little farther, and you see Sarah.
Or what used to be her.
No. You see her body on the chair, but you see Sarah standing behind it.
Mm.
And she looks at you and looks down at her body and goes, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
Mm.
Actually, you've never seen a ghost before. Because you hadn't exercised that part of you.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, Sarah's not gone.
Shoo.
I don't know how to shoo.
Diane kind of is like, I need a minute, and she steps outside. Right back where she was.
And Sarah actually slides through the door when you close it.
That was convenient.
Not through the opening, but through the closed door.
Right.
And she just goes, double fuck. I did not try and follow you. You pulled me out here as when you came out here.
Looks like I have a pet.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I want a VTM t-shirt that says that. For fuck's sake.
Oh, yes, you do still have the glove on.
I do still have the glove on. She hasn't taken it off yet.
I will run out after you with the jar. Like, can we... This thing needs to go back in the fridge.
She looks
Technically, it's February in Nova Scotia, so it is
Yeah.
in the fridge.
I mean, fair. However,
she looks protective over it for a minute, but she eventually relinquishes it.
thanks. And I zoot back into my room to put the thing in the fridge.
She kind of like, feels her wrist and her hand and kind of misses it a little bit.
So, do you know how to make me go away?
Not as of yet. I suppose I have research to do.
I guess so. How long do you stay out there?
She stays out there probably 15 minutes and then she comes back in.
So when she comes back in, you two see her eyes are still mirrored. How does she look right now? Does she look like she's annoyed? Is she...
She is mildly annoyed because Sarah is basically dragged back inside with her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still feeling her wrist, and there's still some residue from that resolve that is like, evident on her face.
So this is what the two of you see.
What's going on, Diane?
I think it's what's not going on that's the problem.
Okay, would you like to elaborate on that?
The beast kind of wants to how do I put this? I suppose I am walking in the steps of my ancestors in a way. In that I am resisting the urge to do it to somebody else.
Okay.
Right.
Now, we don't see the ghost, do we?
No.
So we have no clue she's there. Okay.
I can see your death.
Mine?
Yep. And Nate's.
Really? I take out my notebook. Would you mind describing that some more?
It's like a black mist surrounding you.
Fascinating.
Every time you say that, I think of Spock.
Well, I mean, not far off right now.
I see Sage with the little ears.
Is there anything else that you might want to share?
Sarah is bound to me. Her soul is bound to me. So
Really?
I need to do some homework to figure out how to make her go away.
So you're seeing a ghost.
I am. I am currently being haunted. That is a thing that is happening.
They say
I
not
actually look for Edward and a rune and look for their souls.
You do not see Edward or Arun or Venus.
Or Venus. Okay. She's different for some reason. I think because my beast was so active while I was doing it, it technically counts as a murder rather than a mercy killing.
You don't think that maybe because of her connection to the lighthouse and the unfinished business that she has?
Does she have unfinished business? I thought
I don't know.
I technically have the deed to the lighthouse.
So you've taken over her duties completely?
Yeah, I supposedly have, yes. It is completely in my name.
Yes,
Does the
Sarah
lighthouse
says
recognize that?
Sarah says to Diane, "Yeah, I don't feel like there's anything that I've forgotten. I don't feel like I need to be here anymore. But I'm not. Also don't feel like I'm being pulled away to some afterlife. I just feel like I'm just standing here."
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I get that. So she feels like she feels stuck.
Hmm.
And that's not something I did on purpose.
So, what's the next step?
The next step is like checking out your library and seeing if there is anything regarding a seance or any other letting go sort of rituals. Or I have a phone call to make, and I'd rather not do that if I don't absolutely have to.
Totally fair.
There's a lot of bullshit out there. So I have to be careful what my sources are.
Fair. Well, have at my library, and in the meantime, I will shoot off a message to Henri and Laura. Oh crap. We did not message them ahead of Sarah. Can we say that we did that?
You get a message from Henri
Mm-hmm.
that says, Thanks for the head up. You can hear sarcasm dripping from it. Good thing we were ready.
I message back, sorry, dealing with Judgy Pants over here. And I will message and say, I realize you may not be inclined to want to help me right now, but any idea how one might assist a ghost in moving on?
If a ghost is stuck in the mortal plane...
I hope this is on speakerphone.
No, it's in text.
Oh, it's in text. Okay.
But it's being texted to Nate, and I'm sure Nate will give you the
share.
information.
Yeah.
If a ghost is stuck on the mortal plane, they are probably tethered by something. Something is fettering it. And sometimes eliminating the fetter can help.
Oh.
Okay.
So she's going to look at the fetter.
So you're looking all around to try and see where this...
Where is it just like, like tethered to my stomach or something? Like
It is. It's going right to your heart.
So we can't destroy the fetter.
Okay.
So I can't cut her
Do you
loose.
relate that back to Henri?
Yeah.
What's it fettered to?
My heart.
One of my coteries' heart.
Is your coterie member very strong in death magic? Because I think that's the only way it can bind itself to an actual living, well, not living being, but cognizant being.
But
you are now.
I seem to be now.
I relay that.
He replies with, I think you need someone with strong spirit magic or very strong death magic, which I am not. Are there any areas of high death magic?
Nearby?
You do know of one.
I know of many.
Well, you know of one that's really strong, and you have the deed to it.
Yeah. I remember the battery, and I was like, I need to go to the lighthouse.
Okay.
Sarah whips her head and just stares open mouth at the hallway towards Echo and Nate's rooms.
She kind of like follows with her eyes where Sarah's looking.
Something just happened there.
I walk towards it. Do I
She's
feel like
like,
a resonance or anything?
you're not, but Sarah obviously is.
Mm-hmm.
And she walks to Nate's door.
Nate, can I go in your room?
Sure. I've got nothing to hide.
She opens the door.
Sarah walks to a shelf where there are 4 trays stacked.
Okay.
Something in these trays.
She kind of like goes over and she looks at them closely.
These are the trays that hold the 4 panels of the obelisk from the inn.
Oh. Where's the obelisk now?
Those that is the obelisk. It's the
What?
4 panels that made up the obelisk.
Gotcha. Can I take these trays, Nate?
Sure.
I
Bring them
feel,
back when you're done.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I could possibly use them.
As you're looking, you can see a glow from one of them.
I attempt to put it back together.
Luckily for you, Rave had already done that.
Oh, okay.
As you touch it, the pieces that Rave put back together, because she put it back together like a puzzle, so they're still apart, but
Mm-hmm.
together they're like lined up correctly.
Right.
But as you touch it, the pieces on that particular one fuse together,
Mm.
and it becomes a solid. It's actually no, it's 4-sided because the cap is in a separate one.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember back when you first saw this at the inn, at the
Mm-hmm.
lodge,
Mm-hmm.
that there was writing on it, except the writing was like constantly morphing and not forming words that you could
Right.
understand and giving you a headache.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're sitting still.
I tried to read them.
There is no trying about it. It is actually addressed to you. It says Diane, comma,
Mm.
and it explains that the obelisks are something that allow for time travel. That through the time travel, they know that you will learn how to provide the wiring to make these work. And we lost Jinne again. And it actually gives you instructions on how to make the wiring inside the obelisk. Oh, now she's lost power.
Oh, that sucks. Hey, Nate, can you come in here?
Sure. What's up?
You might be interested in this, but this obelisk is addressed to me, and apparently I needed this like spirit death site in order to read what was on it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you want to take notes or something?
Yeah. Grab my notebook.
Now, Nate, as you look at it, it is just a black shard of, looks like glass with swirling smoke inside. There's no words for you.
Well, that's just rude.
I mean, you are drawn to another shard.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to? Are you taking notes with Diane, or are you looking at the shard that is the other one that's drawing your attention?
I will take notes with Diane first, seeing as she called me in here.
Okay.
All right, so what does this obelisk say?
It is basically step-by-step instructions on how to. You remember when you shattered the obelisk
Yeah.
that the cap had wires coming out and the wires were connected to each of the four sides?
Mm-hmm.
And it is basically instructions on how to do the wiring for the obelisks.
Oh.
And it also says if you turn this over, you can see a lot more than you could before.
I turn it over.
Yeah, it is like an absolute circuit board, where before it was just a couple of like places you could plug something in. Now you're seeing just an absolute circuit board of like wires and stuff. However, this is not something Nate's seeing. Nate just
She
sees
tries to
glass.
she does try to show Nate, like, look at this.
I'm looking. I'm not seeing a whole heck of a lot.
Oh, it looks like a circuit board,
Fascinating.
whereas it did not before.
Sarah says, I can see that too.
That's because you're dead? Which she says out loud.
I'm going to assume you were talking to Sarah.
I was.
I mean,
Sorry about
technically
that.
I am dead, but it would be rude to
I could
point
have
it out.
been. It was rude of me to just randomly shout that into the void. So it looks like I'm putting together this part of the obelisk,
Okay.
as long as you don't mind.
You go right ahead.
I need this kind of wire and this kind of wire. Do you have pieces?
Check the cabinet to your left.
Checks the cabinet to my left.
Yeah, not something that's there. It does say in the instructions that the circuits that you're seeing are not physical. They are metaphysical and something that you have to learn how to work with.
Okay. So is it that the stuff is already there? I just need to learn how to make it work?
The instructions tell you how to actually bring them into being,
Oh, okay.
but it is something that is past your ken at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. I look at the other pieces to the obelisk.
You do see that one of them, besides yours, is also already fused. And it would possibly be the one who was putting them together. fused one.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, give me an, I guess, intelligence and academics roll.
1 second.
With the mental bonus.
Right. Intelligence and
Academics.
academics. Okay. Five successes.
Yeah, so you're looking at these. One of these black shards was already put together. One of them, all Diane had to do was touch it to fuse it together. You know that Rave was the one that put them together, and one of them that is in pieces but together is glowing for you.
Okay, well, I will.
So you are putting together that the other one fused together for Rave.
Right. So I will go and touch the one that's glowing for me.
And just like it happened with Diane, yours fuses and becomes a solid tablet.
Cool.
And you are getting a magical aura off of it.
Interesting.
Yes. And I'm going to just say I believe they did fuse for Rave. I'm going to, if we didn't say that, then it did. Or I'm going to say that it did. And yes, it's interesting playing this with two players that are in chat, but we will make it work. And I will actually say that Rave is in the room too.
Okay.
But Echo says she wants to touch, and so she reaches over and touches the fourth one, and that one fuses, but there's no glow for Echo. Just like there was no glow for Rave.
Interesting.
You feel, Nate, a tug on some. It's like a part of your brain that you've never felt before.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not sure how to describe this in terms other than saying that's your new prime ability.
Oh, fun.
And if you want to tap it to look at the magic, you can.
I will do that.
Okay. It actually turns into words for you, and it is addressed to you specifically.
Interesting.
And it gives you instructions on how to build the tablets, how to make the glass.
Okay, that's very cool.
But it uses a bunch of stuff that you're like, how the fuck do I get any of this shit? with magical incantations and stuff that are also beyond you at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Echo looks at hers, but there is nothing at the moment. I like giving you impossible shopping lists. This is a different kind of impossible. This is a you ain't ready yet.
Neat.
Hmm.
So what does it say for you?
I don't know. What does it say for me?
It tells you how to make the glass panels.
Oh, right. We did say that.
It is something that is made with magic. And not blood magic, like actual mage magic. Like it's telling you to like shape forces and matter and
Right. Stuff that I don't understand.
but part of you, like a tickling in the back of your head, especially with because Rave guesses that when they get the next sets of powers that she and Echo will be able to see theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what I was saying.
Cool. So, about that trip to the lighthouse.
Yeah, let's do that.
She nods and she goes, I'm going to assume that the four of you go? Question mark.
Probably yes.
There's a bit of a lag. Okay, Echo says yes. All right, so you guys hop into Kasara and ride out to the lighthouse. And yeah,
Does Sarah need a place to sit, or is she like sitting on my lap, or is she just kind of like dragging behind like a can, you know?
she is actually, if you look behind Kasara, you can see her, like she is standing up, but moving at the speed of the car as she is getting dragged, and she kind of looks semi-panicked.
Oh, great.
And your beast is giggling.
Oh, Jesus. She doesn't say anything. She just like looks forward again.
Sarah the kite.
Sarah the kite.
All right, so you go. You get to the lighthouse, and as you're walking up the causeway, which is a little less kempt than it has been because no one's been driving the plow up and down it. So you have to actually like stomp through snow to get up there.
Yeah. There's no one here to pick us up.
Nope. And unless you're hiring someone to do the maintenance, no one's going to do that either.
Yeah.
So you get, you're walking up the causeway, and you can actually see through windows, just ghost after ghost. They're not like parading or anything. They're just like doing day-to-day stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see that they're ghosts, and you can see that this place is like, it's like an active hotel.
Yeah. She does her best to ignore them and just like goes up into the top of the lighthouse.
Okay, so you get to the top and you see Sarah's up there with you, and part of your power, you can feel it. You see all the fetters like you could before when you activated your power.
Mm-hmm.
But before you could only see the fetters, you couldn't see the ghosts. Now you can
Right.
see all of it, and you don't have to activate the death magic to do it. It's just on. And
So the question becomes, do we want to let these ghosts go free?
well, you don't feel like that's in your wheelhouse at the moment.
No, of course not.
Oh, hold on. Report. Spam bot.
Spam bot.
Oh, I think someone else got rid of it.
Wasn't me.
Jinne got. Anyway, but one thing you do feel is you feel like you could reach out and there's almost a line between each fetter and ghost, and you feel like you could unplug it from one fetter and put it into another.
I have a wild curiosity, and I try to put as many ghosts into one fetter as possible.
And you actually do that.
How many do I get?
You ran across about 20 in your quick search,
Mm-hmm.
and they are all plugged into the ship in a bottle.
I take the ship in a bottle, and I'm wondering how big it is.
It's just a regular size that you
Like
would
a
see on a table,
wine
so it's like a
wine bottle sort of situation.
moonshine jug, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Do you do anything with Sarah's?
I pick it up.
Well, I mean, it's plugged into your heart.
Oh, right.
Do you try and unplug that?
I do try to bind it to the ship in a bottle.
It works.
Okay.
Another one.
So there's good news and bad news, Sarah.
Okay.
I severed the connection between you and me.
Okay, excellent.
However, I had to put the connection somewhere.
All right.
So you are fettered to this ship in a bottle.
And as you're watching her and talking to her, she's starting to lose some of that annoyance.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's fading from her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's looking more and more content.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember that that is something that the lighthouse was doing was feeding off of the negative energy of spirits to power itself
Right.
and leaving just the positive.
Right.
And Sarah is just, as she's talking to you, the negative is just draining from her. And she says, okay.
Do you want to stay here or do you want to come with?
Here is good.
Okay. She puts the ship in a bottle like somewhere obvious, like on its own pedestal sort of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks at Nate and is like, okay, so I refettered a bunch of stuff. And it looks like they would rather stay here. Like the ghosts and stuff. There's a ton of ghosts. Didn't you used to like have a ghost hunting show? Like how did you do that?
That's trade secrets, but
It was so fake.
the whole damn show was fake.
Well,
Never
if you want to
one.
do it for real, like I could probably set something up for your show's comeback or whatever.
Well, you already did shot an episode here and got
Mhm.
a bunch of pretty good footage with Diane doing that. Just
Yeah,
Diane talking to,
the feathers.
summoning a spirit and talking to it.
Mm-hmm.
The seance.
The seance. But back at that point, it was a seance that could easily have been rebuked by outside scrutiny. Like it could have easily been explained away. Because it was really only Diane that was seeing the full scope of what was happening.
Right.
So anyone
But
saying
at this point, I
hack,
could probably tell the ghost to do stuff.
you feel like you might be able to, or at least you're close to being able to.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sarah,
Yeah?
can you knock that book off the shelf?
She doesn't respond, she just walks over there. But you're not sure whether you actually have power over her or whether she's listening to you because
She's just feeling nice enough to
yeah,
do it out of the kindness of her heart.
yeah. Because she's been talking to you and been working with you. She's just like, I know you. Fine, I'll try it.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it now, Diane and her ghost army. Yeah, that's kind of what her new power is going to.
Yeah.
Anyway, she walks over and her hand swipes through the book a couple of times, but the third time it kind of jiggles it a little bit, which the others can see.
Mm.
Fascinating.
You can do it. Just a little more.
You can see her focusing, and like a big frown lines are forming on her forehead and everything, and she's like reaching in through the book, and it's sliding out millimeter by millimeter.
Yeah. Okay.
And when you say
Good
okay,
luck.
she kind of collapses onto a chair.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so she doesn't have the oomph to do stuff. Maybe some of the older ghosts do.
She looks up at you and says, can feel that again. The thing from the jet
Um,
coming from the basement.
okay, I will check that out.
Do you relate that to the others?
She does. Like, hey, I'm gonna go downstairs because apparently there's a thing. Oh, I'm sorry, kitty.
Do you
it's okay.
want us to come with you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But apparently it's also a notable thing by the ghost.
Right.
So she goes to the basement.
So something that you saw before, the support pillar in the center of the basement, that when you looked at the blueprints was not supporting anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like stoned off, like stones with mortar
Mm-hmm.
were built around it, but it's now that you're seeing it with these new eyes,
Mm-hmm.
there's a purplish glow
Coming from within the wall.
from within the support pillar.
She looks around for something to destroy the pillar with.
You have Rave with her backpack of fun.
I look through the backpack of fun.
So does Rave let Diane use her multi-tool? Backpack of fun.
It's the fun bucket. Does the pillar look like it is fragile in any way?
It looks pretty solid. It's definitely four-sided.
Okay.
She says multi-tool, but be careful. You want axe or shovel setting.
Axe.
So you're going at it and you're chipping into it, and you manage to get a stone from the pillar to come loose, and you see that there is swirling black on the other side of it. And
Is
it's
there
shiny like glass.
I basically dig enough to be able to get at it.
So you're not going at the glass, you're going to go at the stones around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you start uncovering it, it's dawning on you that this is another obelisk.
I try to read it.
This one... Have I become an NPC with like the questions you guys check off? So you see that this particular obelisk, when you get all the stones cleared, and it's like, it takes hours, like even with all four of you, because you remember that breaking the last one sent you back in time. So you are very, very careful not to break this one.
Yeah.
And this is floor to ceiling, where the other obelisk was the size of, it was about 2 feet tall.
Right.
So this one is much bigger, and it says on it, danger, do not break,
Right.
because this one's real powerful.
Hmm.
This will send you way back.
She will not break it.
And this one, well, I will tell you what it says in a message.
Oh, okay. Old Man River. Oh, it's the same stuff that I saw on the wall.
Uh-huh.
And she immediately thinks about Baron Samedi and is just like kind of loathing the idea of talking to him again.
Roll me intelligence and occult.
Oh boy. Oh. Dice rollies. I succeeded with 1 success.
You're getting a not so great feeling. Things are starting to connect in your head, but you're not quite sure. 1 success is enough for you to get the hunch that there's something more there.
Mm-hmm.
Something that's just out of reach that you need to know but aren't quite getting.
Yeah. Which means she needs another training session, which super sucks. She's exhausted. She's like, okay, uncovering this thing was fucking exhausting.
It was. And everyone is starting to feel it now. Well, Rave a little less, just because she is, the pack horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got the endurance up the wazoo. You do
Wazoo
see another
cartoon.
little note at the bottom,
Uh-huh.
and it says, look look inside the wall 10 paces behind you.
She counts it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn. Axe into the wall.
It crumbles. And inside is not an entire obelisk, but one pane of obelisk.
Oh.
And when you turn it over, you can see all the circuitry and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says, go to the jet and recite this, and you'll know what to do.
Boo
And
worms.
it's signed the same as before.
Yeah, gotcha. So she does her best to memorize whatever it is that it says.
Well, it says to take the pane with you.
Oh, okay. Then I will take it with me.
You guys going back to the plane?
She has the intention of doing so, yes. If
Let's go.
All right, cool.
Does she say what the instructions are to the others?
She does.
Okay, so you guys know that it's telling her to recite the words that only she can see on it, and it will uncover the path.
Yeah.
Rave has a backpack if you need it. So you guys get back to Kisara, and you do notice that you don't have Sarah stuck to you anymore.
Right. She's now stuck to the house.
Hmm. And you get back to the plane,
Hooray!
and Pan sees you, and he's like, "Okay, so what happened?"
She looks at Pan and then looks at Nate and then looks at Pan. Well, I am closer to my heritage and to my
Excellent.
clan, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. We'll see. And I found this, which is another panel for the obelisk. So she's going to go ahead and say it. Signed Avatar of Death.
Who's that?
He is my predecessor.
I think we might need a little more to go on than that.
Oh, to be honest, he's been cryptic so far, and I think I need to level up as a spirit talker to actually decipher what it is he's saying. But I read out, yeah, I read out what's on the obelisk side.
And as you're reading, Pan just he gestures to the humans to go upstairs,
Skedaddle.
and he goes to the stairs to make sure they actually go up. So it's just the four of you that are by the obelisk, and you read it, and you read it out loud, and it is an incantation. And the darkness that is inside the obelisk, or inside the panel, it spreads around the four of you. And when it dissipates, you look around and things are slightly different in the jet. Things are a little more disheveled, less kept.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear running down the stairs. And you see Pan. And he sees you, and he looks like he has seen a ghost. He's like, "Oh my God, you're alive. What happened to you?"
I look at my hands.
What about?
And I'm like, is there warmth? Is there, can I feel my pulse?
Oh, not that kind of alive.
Yeah.
It's like you had that thing in your hand and you started to read it and then you're gone. And that was 6 fucking months ago. And that's where we'll end the story.
Oh, you bastard.
So,
Rackham frackham.
so did people? I mean, I do. Does anyone have any bads that are not technical / illness related?
Not that I can think of.
Because technical was a clusterfuck this time.
Yeah, it was. No bads. In fact, having me level up a little bit kind of like situated her motives,
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
which got hazy there for a second.
Yeah, at least people could still participate. This was an interesting situation with 2 players in chat on screen and 2 players in the chat, but we did it.
We did it.
We did it. We did it.
Woohoo!
34, not 44 is next time. So, and Jinne and Kat can write their experience, who they're giving experience to from chat. And if they want to write in what they are hoping for next, or what their characters are wanting to do in the next episode.
Cool. Because I am to the left of or to the right of the storyteller, I guess I will talk about like who gets my ugly and why. I'm gonna give my XP to Nate, because like at least the feeling of wonder hasn't left Nate. That is super fun. And she's probably gonna talk to Baron Samedi again and see what it is she's missing.
Oh, okay. There seems to be a slight misunderstanding going on. Pan was saying that to all 4 of you, not just Diane. So all 4 of you have apparently jumped forward 6 months.
That is as I understood it.
Yeah.
That is as I understood it. So yeah. To New Orleans.
I guess I'm next because I'm the only one left on screen. I'm going to give my XP to Diane because, wow, did she have a lot to deal with today.
Yeah. This was kind of a Diane episode, and it had to be because of Sarah. So,
but also the universe aligned in such a way that
yes.
I mean, it couldn't have been a Rave episode. It couldn't have been an Echo episode. And I'm not sure that Nate has much to do other than getting Flame Dude's stuff. Phrasing. You know what I mean.
Yes, I know what you mean.
We have established I am brainless today. I'm just
Um,
looking forward to seeing where this goes. That's honestly where I am.
yeah, I'm thinking that the question of what people are hoping for the next episode, because you just got hit with a huge curveball, is pretty much just the curveball.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, pretty much.
All right, so I now wish to play a game in complete chat, all like text-based games. I don't personally, because then I have to do all the typing.
Yeah, that would be rough.
Anyway,
Storyteller
so
XP.
Storyteller experience is everyone gets 1 EXP plus 1 to Diane for being everything.
Stepping to the plate.
Yep. This was the Diane episode, and she deserves the XP for carrying it.
Yep.
All right. So with that, we will see everyone next time, whether that be next week or beyond, just because life seems to be very persnickety recently.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we will see everyone next time, and thank you all for coming.